In the stillness of a Hawaiian midnight in late June 2025, the Atlas telescope system, perched atop the volcanic peaks of Mauna Loa, captured a fleeting glimpse of something extraordinary. Its automated cameras, tirelessly scanning the cosmos, froze on a single frame that would send shockwaves through the global astronomical community. A tiny speck of light, barely discernible against the infinite tapestry of stars, was hurtling through space at a staggering 150,000 miles per hour, nearly 4 times faster than humanity's swiftest spacecraft. This wasn't just another asteroid or comet tracing a familiar orbit. This was something else entirely, a visitor from beyond our solar system, defying every known law of celestial motion. Named 3IE Atlas after the telescope that first spotted it, this object marked only the third confirmed interstellar traveler ever observed by human technology. Its arrival wasn't just a scientific milestone, it was the beginning of a mystery that would challenge our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Astronomers worldwide scrambled to redirect their telescopes, from the arid highlands of Chile to the starlit plains of South Africa. The data pouring in was unanimous and bewildering. 3IE Atlas was moving at a velocity that mocked our most advanced propulsion systems. To put it in perspective, NASA's fastest spacecraft, boosted by the gravitational slingshots of massive planets, can barely reach 40,000 miles per hour. Yet here was an object untethered by any planetary assist, slicing through the cosmos with a speed that seemed to defy physics itself. Initial reactions ranged from disbelief to suspicion of faulty equipment, but as observatories across the globe corroborated the findings, a chilling realization set in. This was no ordinary space rock. It was something far more profound, something that hinted at secrets the universe had kept hidden for millennia. The true scale of 3IE Atlas's journey became apparent when researchers traced its trajectory backward through the vastness of space. Using supercomputers to crunch billions of data points, they discovered that this enigmatic object hailed from the heart of the Milky Way, a region so distant that light from its stars takes over 20,000 years to reach Earth. For tens of thousands of years, perhaps longer than human civilization has existed, 3IE Atlas had traversed the desolate void between stars. It had endured the relentless bombardment of cosmic dust, the searing radiation of interstellar space, and the crushing loneliness of an endless voyage, all while maintaining a near-perfect linear trajectory toward our solar system. This wasn't the chaotic tumble of a typical asteroid or comet, knocked off course by countless collisions. This was a deliberate path, as if guided by an unseen hand. The implications were staggering. Natural objects from interstellar space should arrive with predictable speeds, dictated by the gravitational dance of stars and the motion of our galaxy. Yet 3IE Atlas was moving far faster than any model could explain, as if propelled by a force beyond the grasp of known physics. Its trajectory was equally perplexing, eschewing the curved, erratic paths typical of celestial visitors influenced by the sun's gravity. Instead, it followed a precise course, making subtle but unmistakable adjustments as it approached the inner solar system, home to Earth. These weren't random deviations caused by natural phenomena like outgassing, where heated ice turns to gas and nudges a comet's path. 3IE Atlas showed no such emissions, no telltale tail or vapor plumes. Its movement suggested something far more unsettling, a navigation system, actively steering it through the cosmos. In a historic move, NASA redirected the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most advanced eye on the universe, to focus solely on 3IE Atlas. With a mirror larger than a tennis court and instruments capable of detecting a candle's heat from Pluto, the Webb was uniquely equipped to unravel the object's secrets. What it revealed was nothing short of astonishing. Infrared images showed thermal patterns that defied the chaotic, uneven heating expected of natural space objects. Instead, 3IE Atlas exhibited a sophisticated thermal management system, with some areas remaining inexplicably cool under direct sunlight, while others absorbed and retained heat in a manner suggestive of deliberate design. These weren't the random hot and cold spots of an asteroid, they were the hallmarks of advanced engineering, crafted to control heat with precision in the harsh vacuum of space. Chemical analysis from the Webb's instruments deepened the mystery. Instead of the familiar signatures of rock, ice, or metal, 3IE Atlas revealed complex carbon-based molecular structures, resembling synthetic materials rather than anything naturally formed in the cosmos. These compounds were far too intricate to have survived the brutal conditions of interstellar space without some form of protection or design. The object's surface, analyzed by multiple telescopes, including the Hubble, further confounded expectations. It gleamed with an almost mirror-like quality, reflecting light with a perfection that should have been eroded by eons of cosmic wear. High-resolution images hinted at geometric features, straight edges, sharp corners, and symmetrical patterns that bore no resemblance to the irregular pockmarked surfaces of asteroids or comets. These were not natural formations. They looked manufactured, as if sculpted by an intelligence far beyond our own. Perhaps the most unsettling discovery was 3IE Atlas's behavior. Unlike natural objects, which tumble chaotically under the influence of gravity and collisions, this visitor rotated with a stability and precision that suggested active control. Its spin rate and axis remained constant, unaffected by the gravitational tugs of nearby planets or the sun. Even more alarming, astronomers detected subtle course corrections, executed with mathematical precision as the object navigated through our solar system. These weren't the random drifts of a lifeless rock. They were the deliberate maneuvers of something guided, something purposeful. The absence of detectable propulsion signatures, no exhaust, no particle emissions, ruled out conventional rocket systems, hinting at a technology that manipulated forces we could only theorize about, such as gravitational fields or exotic physics. Electromagnetic signatures detected by the SOHO Solar Observatory added another layer of intrigue. As 3IE Atlas passed through streams of charged particles from the sun, it emitted complex, organized signals far too structured to be random cosmic noise. These patterns suggested the presence of active systems, perhaps computational or communicative, operating within the object. Could it be processing information, making decisions, or even transmitting data to an unknown recipient? The data pointed to a possibility that was both thrilling and terrifying. 3IE Atlas might not be a natural object at all, but a constructed artifact, a relic of a civilization so advanced that it made humanity's greatest achievements seem primitive by comparison. The arrival of 3IE Atlas wasn't an isolated event. It followed two other interstellar visitors that had already sparked debate and wonder. In 2017, Oumuamua, a cigar-shaped object, baffled scientists with its unusual shape, unexpected acceleration, and reflective properties that defied categorization. In 2019, 2I/Borisov appeared more comet-like, but revealed an alien composition and chaotic behavior that set it apart from any known celestial body. Now, 3IE Atlas seemed to combine and amplify the anomalies of its predecessors, blending Oumuamua's bizarre trajectory and Borisov's exotic makeup with new evidence of structure, control, and purpose. The odds of three such extraordinary objects visiting our solar system in less than a decade were astronomically low, suggesting a pattern that was anything but random. As researchers compared data, a chilling hypothesis emerged. What if these objects were part of a coordinated sequence? The timing, characteristics, and behaviors of Oumuamua, Borisov, and 3IE Atlas hinted at a deliberate progression, each visitor building on the last, revealing more sophisticated traits. Were they probes, sent to observe or interact with our solar system? The idea was no longer confined to the fringes of science. Mainstream researchers, once skeptical, began to grapple with the possibility that these objects were not cosmic flotsam but emissaries from a distant intelligence, testing our readiness to confront the unknown. As the implications of 3IE Atlas sank in, an unprecedented shift occurred in the scientific community. The open, collaborative spirit of astronomical research gave way to secrecy and caution. NASA's regular updates on 3IE Atlas, once detailed and forthcoming, became vague and infrequent. The European Space Agency halted the release of raw telescope data, cutting off independent researchers who relied on it for verification. Observatories in Chile, Australia, and India implemented similar restrictions, suggesting a level of international coordination that was unheard of in the competitive world of science. Proposals for additional observation time were delayed or denied without explanation, and major conferences quietly canceled sessions dedicated to interstellar objects. Journalists and science writers accustomed to open access faced bureaucratic stonewalling. Freedom of Information Act requests were met with delays, redactions, or outright rejections, often citing vague security reviews. The global scientific community, once buzzing with excitement, grew eerily quiet, as if a collective decision had been made to shield the public from the full truth. This wasn't the usual caution surrounding sensitive data. It was a coordinated effort to control the narrative, raising questions about what governments and institutions feared the public might learn. The mounting evidence surrounding 3IE Atlas painted a picture that was as awe-inspiring as it was unsettling. Every attempt to explain its properties through natural processes required improbable coincidences that strained the boundaries of statistical probability. The sophisticated thermal management observed by the James Webb Space Telescope suggested materials and systems capable of actively controlling heat distribution in ways that surpassed human technology, maintaining distinct thermal zones across an object's surface while navigating the fluctuating radiation of deep space demanded engineering principles that were centuries, if not millennia, ahead of our own. The mirror-like surface, unmarred by the cosmic wear of an interstellar journey, hinted at self-repairing or protective materials that could withstand the relentless assault of micrometeorites and radiation. Such resilience suggested a design not only built to survive, but to function flawlessly across unimaginable distances and time spans. The precise course corrections, executed without any detectable propulsion signatures, pointed to a technology that might harness gravitational fields or other exotic forces, operating on principles that human scientists have only begun to explore in theoretical models. These characteristics taken together forced researchers to confront a possibility that was once relegated to science fiction. 3IE Atlas could be a product of an intelligence capable of engineering feats that dwarfed humanity's collective achievements, a silent testament to a civilization that had mastered the art of traversing the stars. The discovery of 3IE Atlas did more than challenge scientific assumptions. It ignited a global conversation about humanity's readiness to encounter the unknown. If this object was indeed an artificial construct, its presence raised profound questions about our place in the cosmos. Was it a solitary probe sent to gather data on our solar system, or part of a larger network of devices monitoring countless stars? The absence of overt communication, save for the enigmatic final transmission, suggested a purpose that might not include direct contact with humanity. Perhaps it was designed to observe silently, cataloging our planet's characteristics without revealing its origins. Alternatively, its creators might operate on timescales so vast that our brief existence is but a fleeting moment, unworthy of immediate attention. The electromagnetic signals, with their structured complexity, hinted at a system capable of processing vast amounts of data, perhaps relaying its findings to a distant hub beyond our detection. The implications were both humbling and exhilarating. We might be living in a universe teeming with intelligence, yet so advanced that it operates beyond our comprehension. Like ants, unaware of the skyscrapers towering above them, the secrecy surrounding the data only fueled speculation, as governments and institutions grappled with how to present such a paradigm-shifting discovery to a world unprepared for its ramifications. For now, 3IE Atlas remained a cosmic puzzle, its true nature locked in the silence of the stars, challenging us to expand our horizons and prepare for a future where humanity is no longer alone. The fleeting passage of 3IE Atlas through our solar system left an indelible mark on the collective psyche of humanity, stirring a profound sense of wonder and unease that lingered long after the object disappeared from our telescopes. Its presence forced us to confront the vastness of the unknown, a reminder that the universe is not a passive backdrop, but a dynamic stage where forces and intelligences far beyond our comprehension may be at play. The object's ability to maintain structural integrity through tens of thousands of years of interstellar travel suggested a resilience that defied the destructive forces of space, cosmic rays, micrometeorite impacts, and the relentless erosion of time. Such durability implied not just advanced materials, but a purpose so enduring that it could withstand the eons, raising questions about the intentions behind its journey. Was 3IE Atlas a relic of a long-lost civilization, its creators extinct yet their technology still operational, like a lighthouse beaming into the void? Or was it an active agent, part of a mission still unfolding, its creators perhaps watching our response from a distance unimaginable? The electromagnetic signals it emitted hinted at a system still alive, processing data and perhaps evaluating our world as it passed. The secrecy enveloping the scientific community only deepened the enigma, as the sudden clampdown on information suggested that world leaders were grappling with truths too profound or too unsettling to share. This silence, coupled with the object's extraordinary characteristics, fueled a growing suspicion that 3IE Atlas was not a random visitor, but a deliberate envoy sent to test our readiness for a cosmic reality we had only begun to contemplate. As the data remained locked away, hidden behind bureaucratic walls, the public was left to ponder the implications. If this was indeed a constructed artifact, what did it mean for humanity's future in a universe that might already be claimed by others? The saga of 3IE Atlas is a clarion call to redefine our understanding of existence, urging us to look beyond the familiar confines of Earth and embrace the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. Its journey through our solar system was a fleeting moment in cosmic terms, yet it carried the weight of millennia, a testament to the ingenuity of an intelligence that could engineer such a marvel. The object's precise navigation, its ability to adjust its course with no visible means of propulsion, and its complex electromagnetic emissions suggested a technology that operated on principles we are only beginning to theorize, perhaps manipulating space-time itself or harnessing energies unknown to our physics. These capabilities challenge the very foundations of our scientific paradigms, forcing us to reconsider the limits of what is possible. The pattern of interstellar visitors, Oumuamua, Borisov, and now 3IE Atlas suggested a universe far more interconnected than we had dared to imagine, where intelligent design might be as common as stars. Yet the global silence surrounding the data raised troubling questions about our readiness to face such truths. Were governments withholding information to prevent panic, or were they preparing for a revelation that could upend society's foundations? The lack of transparency only heightened the urgency for humanity to unite in pursuit of answers, to demand access to the data, and to foster a global dialogue about our role in the cosmos. 3IE Atlas was not just a scientific anomaly, it was a mirror reflecting our own limitations and aspirations, challenging us to grow, to question, and to reach for the stars with humility and courage. Its passage was a reminder that we are but a small part of a vast, intricate universe, one that may be watching us as closely as we watched it. As 3IE Atlas prepared to exit our solar system in September 2025, it delivered one final haunting surprise. Telescopes tracking its departure detected a burst of electromagnetic activity, a signal, structured and repetitive, unlike anything produced by natural phenomena. This transmission lasted mere seconds, but carried a complexity that suggested intent. Scientists at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, analyzing the data, found patterns that resembled encoded information, though its meaning remained elusive. Was it a farewell, a warning, or a message meant for someone or something else? The signal ceased as abruptly as it began, and 3IE Atlas vanished into the cosmic void, leaving humanity with more questions than answers. The enigma of 3IE Atlas extends beyond its physical presence, touching the very core of human curiosity and fear. Its journey through our solar system was not merely a scientific event, but a philosophical reckoning, forcing us to grapple with the possibility that we are not the sole architects of intelligence in the universe. The object's sophisticated design, its thermal regulation, mirror-like surface, and controlled navigation suggested a level of technological mastery that could only belong to a civilization that had conquered challenges humanity has yet to fully comprehend. The absence of visible propulsion systems pointed to a science that might manipulate fundamental forces such as gravity or electromagnetic fields in ways that render our rockets and engines obsolete. The structured electromagnetic signals, pulsing with purpose, hinted at a mind or a machine capable of processing information on a scale that dwarfs our most advanced supercomputers. This was not a passive object, but an active participant in the cosmic dance, moving with intent through a universe that suddenly felt far less empty. The global scientific community's reticence to share data only amplified the sense of unease, as if the weight of this discovery was too great for humanity to bear without careful preparation. The coordinated silence across nations suggested a shared understanding among leaders that the implications of 3IE Atlas could reshape societal structures, challenge religious beliefs, and alter the trajectory of human progress. Were we being shielded from a truth that could spark panic, or was the silence a strategic pause to decode the object's final transmission before revealing its secrets? The mystery of 3IE Atlas lies not just in its origins, but in what it reveals about our own fragility, a species on the cusp of cosmic awareness, yet still tethered to earthly fears and divisions. Its passage through our skies was a silent invitation to look upward, to question our solitude, and to prepare for a future where the stars might hold more than just light. The legacy of 3IE Atlas stretches far beyond its brief sojourn in our solar system, resonating as a catalyst for a new era of human exploration and introspection. Its presence forced scientists to revisit the data from Oumuamua and 2I/Borisov, revealing subtle clues that had been overlooked in the initial excitement of their discoveries. The elongated, tumbling form of Oumuamua, once dismissed as an oddity, now appeared as a potential precursor to 3IE Atlas's more advanced design, suggesting suggesting a progression of technology across these interstellar visitors. Similarly, Borisov's alien composition, rich in materials foreign to our solar system, hinted at origins in a stellar environment vastly different from our own, perhaps a clue to the galactic cradle that birthed 3IE Atlas. Together, these objects formed a tapestry of evidence that challenged the notion of random cosmic encounters, suggesting instead a deliberate sequence of visits, each building on the last to reveal a deeper truth about the universe. The mathematical improbability of such events occurring within a human lifetime underscored the possibility that we were being observed, studied, or even prepared for a revelation yet to come. The secrecy surrounding 3IE Atlas only deepened this suspicion, as the global scientific community's sudden shift to guarded communication hinted at discoveries too profound to be shared without careful consideration. Independent researchers, once free to analyze raw telescope data, found themselves locked out, their inquiries met with bureaucratic deflections or outright silence. This clampdown sparked a wave of grassroots speculation, with amateur astronomers and citizen scientists taking to online forums to piece together fragments of publicly available data, determined to uncover what was being hidden. The legacy of 3IE Atlas, then, is not just in its technological marvels, but in its ability to unite humanity in a shared quest for truth, igniting a global movement to demand transparency and to push the boundaries of our understanding. It challenged us to see ourselves not as isolated inhabitants of a single planet, but as participants in a cosmic narrative, one that might already include voices we have yet to hear. The passage of 3IE Atlas serves as a bridge between humanity's past and its potential future, a moment that crystallizes our aspirations and fears as we stand on the threshold of cosmic discovery. Its advanced technology, evident in its precise navigation, resilient structure, and enigmatic signals, offered a glimpse into a future where humanity might one day craft such marvels, traveling the stars with the same grace and purpose. Yet it also highlighted our current limitations, our dependence on chemical rockets and fragile spacecraft, and our fragmented approach to global challenges. The object's ability to traverse the galaxy, surviving millennia of cosmic hazards, suggested a civilization that had overcome the barriers that still divide us: war, scarcity, and environmental collapse. Its presence was a silent challenge to rise above our terrestrial conflicts and unite in pursuit of a greater destiny. The final transmission, with its tantalizing complexity, was a beacon of possibility, urging us to develop the tools and intellect to decode its message. Whether it was a greeting, a warning, or a blueprint for technologies beyond our dreams, the secrecy surrounding the data, while frustrating, underscored the need for a new approach to scientific discovery, one that prioritizes openness, collaboration, and public engagement. As 3IE Atlas faded into the void, it left behind a call to action, to invest in space exploration, to foster international cooperation, and to cultivate a generation of thinkers unafraid to ask the biggest questions. The object's journey was a reminder that the universe is not a distant abstraction, but a living reality, one that may already be reaching out to us. By embracing this moment, we can build a bridge to the stars, not just for ourselves, but for the countless generations that will follow, each carrying the torch of curiosity lit by the fleeting visit of 3IE Atlas. Share your thoughts below. What do you think this cosmic visitor was meant to teach us? Are we ready to take the next step into the unknown? Like this story if it sparked your imagination, and subscribe to join the journey into the cosmos. Let's keep the conversation alive and explore the stars together.